Hello, hello, CraftingMantis here, and welcome back to another episode of Life in the Village 2. So in the last episode, I ended up working on the bees, as well as getting the farmer and the fisherman in place here in our lovely, lovely city. Today, I am going to be working on the restaurant so that we can actually start feeding our citizens without, having to actually add stuff in, as well as getting the storage network in place so that I could actually find my stuff, because, I'm starting to have some issues. But yeah, so let me go ahead and show you real quick. I've been doing some work down here, and I've got storage drawers in place. So we've got, this lovely little thing right here to help, access everything. So I only need 1 point to enter in. Just connect up the cables to the drawer controller, and then it'll have access to any of the drawers that are connected up. And I also ended up adding in some of the compacting drawers because of the ores, as well as like the snowballs and stuff like that we're going to be getting from upstairs. It's definitely going to be a must. Now, I have this stuff in my inventory already. Now, the first thing that you end up needing for the Simply Storage is a storage network route. So this is the blocks of quartz, network cable, and diamond. And you actually need 2 of these because you need 1 for the storage remote. So I made up 2 of these, and then we've got the storage request table, which if you just want the storage inventory, this is what you start out with. And you get the dropper, the iron nugget, network cable, make that. And then with that, you then add in the crafting tables and the gold ingots. And that'll allow you to actually craft from the inventory. And then I've also got the link cables and the network cables, which is going to be extremely helpful. Oh, and then with the remote, that is done with the slime balls, gold ingots, glowstone, and then another one on the network route. So let's go ahead and place this guy down. So as you can see, when you right click it, nothing happens. And so if we do this, right click it, and now it shows that it recognizes, hey, there's a storage request table. And as you can see, we have a crafting table, so we can actually craft with anything within the actual network. Now, we can't put anything in here right now because there is no inventories actually attached to it. So let's go ahead and just hook up, we'll do the chest. So as you can see, it's linked in. So let's go ahead and let's throw our 64. And there it is. We've got that. So, and the great thing is that if we, we could go be like, hey, look, stack of sticks. So let's grab that. Granted, it didn't grab from that. Oh, it did. Okay, there we go. I'm like, wait a minute, it's not updating. But yeah, so it grabbed it. We were able to actually, work from there. So that works. And then now our stack of sticks, or a stick stack, however you want to put it, is now in there. So this is going to help out a lot in terms of being able to kind of manage all of this. And with this, the storage remote, if I right click this, now this has access to it. And if I come over here, I can actually go to claim chunks, and let's see, we are in this one. So we want to force load this one, if it'll let me. Hello? Ah, there we go. It's a shift click. Okay, force load it. There we go. Because the great thing about this is that then, because the chunk is force loaded, then what I can do is I can now come all the way over here, and I can actually cross dimensions to access this. So as you can see, I can still access it. So let's go ahead and head in another real quick, and I'll show you guys how this works. Alright, so as you can see, I am in the lovely room that I had created in order to bring in the nether bees. And if I right click the storage remote, as you can see, I have access now to the entire storage network. Granted, right now it's 1 chest, but once I get everything kind of set up, then I'll be able to access it no matter where I am. So in the nether, in the end, I think those are the only 2 dimensions that are in this mod pack, I think. But yeah, so no matter where I am, I'll have access to it, which means that I don't have to worry about like what's in my backpack or anything like that. And then if I get an inventory full, I can be like, hey, do you know what? Here, take that. And empty out my inventory into the actual storage network. So that is going to be extremely helpful. Hello. Are you peeking in? But yeah, so I am going to head back into the overworld, and then we can get working on the restaurant. Now, before we get into placing the restaurant, I forgot to mention that I did end up having Kace upgrade some of the buildings. So this right here, this is the town hall. So I had him go ahead and upgrade that one. Granted, before I could do that, I had to have him upgrade his building. So not too much of a difference. And it's really interesting watching him build, because he literally builds it on top of the old building, and then he removes blocks that don't belong. It makes some really interesting things, to say the least. Hi, Brian. How you doing? But yeah, so we got those 2 buildings, and then I had him do the forester's hut. So as you can see, the forester actually now has an actual hut rather than an open air thing. And then I had him build the well. Granted, the lights are my addition. I wanted to see what it would take in order to do the decorations in this, and because it's not like the buildings, and so I wanted to kind of see how how that worked. And so I had him do a well, and then let's see, oh, the other one was the mine. So I did have him do the mine, so up 1 level. So we now have a level 2s on all of those, and that means that I might have unlocked some other things, because I know there's at least 1 building that requires a level 2 in order to move, to actually build it. So I'll have to do some more research on those. But the biggest thing is going to be the university. Now I definitely need to keep an eye on the time, because I may have lost a guard, because I was working on the storage and I kind of forgot what type it was, and one of my guards died. Granted, I hired another one, so we do have a full regiment of guards. So one of them is actually our cook. But let's go ahead and pop down the lovely restaurant here. If I remember correctly, we should, So we could go ahead and at least get this in place. And then we can kind of check it out. In fact, I should be able to sleep here soon. Maybe. Ah, there we go. Yay! I can sleep. Yeah, I do not need any more deaths. Though I found out that the guard deaths don't seem to have as much of a effect on everybody. Because, the guard died, but usually, I had one of the workers die at one point, and everybody took a day off. The guard died, and they're like, oh, yeah, it's a guard. Okay. And, they didn't take a day off, so I don't... That felt really, felt really weird. But all right, back to the restaurant. So, this is actually, you're actually going to end up going down in order to get to these. And then there's going to be this area, which is where the cook is actually going to be doing their cooking. And then there's some outdoor stuff as well. So definitely lots going on here. So this is the level 1. So let's go ahead and check out what the level 5 is going to look like. So definitely a lot bigger, and then a lot more going on in here. And then over here, we've got an actual enclosed and lots of racks and stuff, which is going to be fantastic. And then a lot better area for the outdoor dining as well. So that is going to be phenomenal. So let's go ahead and do that. And then next step is to get Kace building this. And so I'm already prepped and ready for a time lapse for that. So let's get to work. So Case has finished the restaurant, but first thing that we need to do is come over here and we need to, one, recall Jalen, because Jalen is going to become our lovely cook. So let's go ahead and grab this stuff out of her inventory, and then let's head over in this direction so I can show you guys the restaurant all done up. And I've already had people come over here, you know, just kind of hanging out. And it's like, there's nobody here to feed you. In fact, yeah, yeah, these guys are over here. Hi, guys. Are you, okay, you guys are hungry here. Why don't you, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's give you some food. And hey, Lincoln, yeah, I know, you need a whole bunch of stuff, and let's give you some food. Okay, so let's go ahead and come over here. We come over here, and we are going to hire Jalen. And so she's got the good adaptability and knowledge. So let's go ahead and hire her, and then recall her as well. So Jalen is now officially our... Oh no, Lincoln. Oh no, okay. Lincoln is apparently sick. Hey, come back. I got a carrot and potato. We definitely need to get the clinic up so we can get those guys, because yeah, there's been several times where people have gotten sick and I don't notice it, and it's like yeah, and so of course they get upset at me because yeah, they're not actually doing it. So tell me what kind of fuel. Okay, she wants to know fuel and stuff. So with this, I do not have any yeah, I don't have really anything that she can end up really using. Other than right now, let's do spruce. Let's see, can you actually use the spruce log? Let's see, planks, spruce log. Okay, you could go ahead and use the spruce logs. You can use that. And then, okay, she doesn't have any requests. And then for the food, oh, okay, so basically anything, she'll cook anything. Okay, so that'll work out well, because that means that she'll end up coming through, and for like the different foods and stuff, she'll probably end up cooking those. So that'll work out really well. So hopefully she'll actually start feeding our lovely citizens and stuff. So we've got all kinds of things going on here. So I will have to, yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, this starts working, and then she can start feeding everybody. So I'll have to let this run for a little bit and see what ends up happening. Oop, and I just got a little bit of lag there. Oh my word. Okay. So next step is going to be to finish up the storage area. So let me get to work on that, and then I can kind of show you guys the finished product. Alright, so I've got everything set up, at least as far as I can think, to kind of set things up. Granted, I still have like the trapdoor there, as well as the one cable there, and that's just to hold places for the ores, for the quartz and the redstone, so I can get those in place. But like, we've got the steel over here, we've got all the, you know, the other stuff that is coming from our bees coming into this. Now, I will definitely need to end up expanding this stuff out, just for the simple fact that we still have a whole bunch of bees that we could end up getting in order to produce items for us. But for right now, this will definitely work marvelously. And I've got all the different foods all set up over here so that I can find them and hopefully not get too confused by the storage system if I actually have to come down here. Now, I've also got a couple of the things over here. So we've got the honeycomb over here, as well as the obsidian and the gunpowder. So these were ones that really don't have a way to turn into like a block, and so I went ahead and put those over here. And I've got a couple more of the placeholders. Like this is what is this? The slabfish effigy. it's a statue. It's like, okay, I guess yeah, I'll use that down here. But we now have access to everything in here. There's a lot of stuff in here. I mean, a lot of stuff. So we definitely have plenty of things. I need to go through and I need to kind of, yeah, it's already started filling some of these up. I need to take all of these signs off because, yeah, these are not going to be staying. Yeah, because see, look, this is already filled up. And, yeah, so they're going to start filling up with stuff as I add things into, you know, into the inventory system. So this is kind of like the overflow, basically, for the storage doors. So whatever I want quick access to just to be able to come in here and grab, then I need to put it into a storage drawer system, and then, yeah, kind of, work from there. And likely with a storage drawer, if I break these, the contents stay in it. So there's no issue with moving these and expanding this out. If that is something that is needed, the biggest thing is going to be this. So storage drawers, we might go in that direction, though that might not be so, such a good thing, because that is the direction of the cliff. So we can't expand too far out, but if we need to, then, that is, fully possible. But yeah, so now we've got that in place, we can kind of get moving forward and, other things as well, which is going to be phenomenal. I definitely need to get moving forward with, things like the university and, trying to think. Oh, I need to make a house. I realized the cook does not have a house. And so I'm going to weigh the possibilities of either building another house or building another house or upgrading these, because if I upgrade these, then more people can live in them. And so I kind of need to weigh the kind of like the kind of layout of the city as to whether I want to put new houses in yet, or if keep the houses as they are and then just kind of expand them so we can have more, more of the citizens living in them. So yeah, so this has definitely been a very productive episode in between getting the lovely restaurant up and running for our citizens so that they can eat and not have to worry about, starving, and then getting the storage system set up so that I can actually have access to all of the lovely blocks and stuff. So I definitely hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, and if you did, definitely hit that like button.
If you're new to the channel, click the Mantis icon to subscribe, then hit the bell button to get notified when I put out additional content. Want to check out more of my videos? Try the one on the left, or you could check out the playlist on the right. That's it for now, but I'll see you guys in the next episode.